So my grandpa drew a northern Utah mountain goat hunt. He's been putting in this hunt for 11 plus years, and we felt like this was one of his last chances that if he drew that he'd be able to go due to his health.
I know Dale loves to hunt, you know. I've got to go on a few hunts with him, and that he does like to do. And so it's exciting for him to go up there and to be able to look at that mountain again and to be able to shoot something off of it. And
on his 83rd year, not quite as strong or young as he used to be, but he drew the tag, and we did a little prep work. We rode horses up there quite a bit.
For this hunt, we decided to take along the Proof 300 Win Mag. We did a little low data up with the new Hornady ELDX bullets, just because with goat hunting tends to be a little longer shots, and we're going in significant amount of ways, 4 or 5 miles. So we want to make sure we had a light rifle, and carbon fiber is perfect for this type of hunt.
Well, we don't want to go in. We don't want to go in.
Put them in 4-wheel drive.
We don't want to go in there. Maybe in my younger day.
You've done that on a horse?
I went in places that I'd lead my horse and he'd go down the mountain about hitting them pine trees.
It's just tough. But anyway, I felt like that I wanted to do it. And my cardiologist says, don't do it. My wife says, don't do it.
yeah, we have a step stool for him, and we get him up and down when he needs to, and got a chair for him to sit in when he's ready to relax, and we just have fun.
At my age, which is 83 and a half, and I have a lot of problems with my equilibrium and that, I have to be helped on a horse and helped off my horse. You get 7 miles on that going up and down those rocky trails.
Ready.
When I was young, he worked graveyards, so he'd work all night for the defense depot. Then all day, he'd work here at the farm to try to keep the farm running and everything going.
We got 115 acres right here that I'm sure someday will be all homes, but not as long as I'm alive.
Always took us, and it was the best. He always took us deer hunting, he took us elk hunting, and whether we got one or not wasn't the point. It was just being out there and seeing it all, and respecting it and loving it, and that's how he instilled that into us.
It was rocky all the way up there, and it was mostly, I'd say 90% uphill going up there.
I'm okay for a little while, maybe just a little further up, Kyle. Yeah, just a little higher.
My grandpa did pretty good going up the mountain. I think he was a little nervous about his heart. Due to the high elevation, he kind of had a little bit of shortness of breath. We brought a nice chair for him to sit down. We had an extra pack horse just for my grandpa's gear, step stool for him to get on the horse, lawn chairs, just so he was completely relaxed.
We got a log that was about 2 feet in diameter, and it was right in the middle of the trail. It's a big old log. The horses had to jump it, and it was, we had horses with packs on that were airborne.
You see, Nate didn't even have it on there when he come across the log. I seen the saddle come off.
It just went, boop. I just heard a smack.
I'm like, good job, Nate.
And then I saw the saddle underneath him. I thought, what the?
Once I got to the top there, the clouds were coming in there, just beautiful. I was going around the mountain there, and Kyle Jensen, who's a great friend of mine, he had his gas stove up there, but when the horse jumped over the log, he broke his stove. Around and get some pine bushes and stuff, to start a little fire, and he did. And he had bacon and tomato sandwiches, which I don't think I've ever tasted anything as good as they were.
Holy cow, Kyle.
It was a great meal, and we was trying to decide what the strategy was going to be from here on out. And, that's when Kyle spotted these 3 right on the side hill, right where we was at. God, that excited us, because we didn't have to go off the saddle there. And of course, Eric's got that gun that shoots about 1,000 yards. And
Yes, because of your rear support. So you want to make sure you're aiming for the lower third on that goat.
That's a good shot right there.
It was a big deal for my grandpa to shoot that mountain goat. He'd applied for that tag for 11 some odd years, and more or less might be his last hunt. So it's very rewarding seeing him kill that mountain goat and tag out, and just him being able to accomplish something we didn't know beforehand if we'd be able to take him and get him all the way up there.
It's so rocky and so cliffy up there that you just, to get a goat where we got it, was 1 in 100. And so I was happy about it.
491 yards. This is Grandpa's goat. He just can't make it over here at 83, so we're taking care of this part for him.
Yeah.
And to shoot a mountain goat too, you know, especially here in the state, you always think of those Alaska or, you know, British Columbia or somewhere different than here, but to shoot one right here it was surreal, it was great.
That's a beautiful fur. Hide. Good night. No wonder they can live here through the winter. Yeah, that's a great goat.
It's great to be alive. It's great to have a family. It's great to have people care enough about you that want to do something for you.
I think it's just memories. You know, I think he's got his grandkids up there.
We're going to make a rug out of it. I've never seen fur on any kind of an animal like that. It's so beautiful, white, a bear rug in my garage. I may just hang it up there with the horns on because I wouldn't want to put it in the house. I might gore a kid.
For me to be that possibly one of our last hunts together when he brought me in, and to fulfill this legacy that we've had together is pretty special.
I may never be able to do something like that again. I know I can't. I know I can't. It was just once in a lifetime deal, and you know, at my age, to see things get done is really neat, but to do them yourself sometimes pretty hard.